While a large group of people generally tend to dread exercising, it can be very rewarding to both your mind and your body. Now, keep in mind, I'm not talking about doing a light run or a nice little walk around the park once or twice a month. I'm talking about weekly exercise, like a couple of times a week or every day, depending on what you're doing. Healthline talks about some of these benefits, both emotional and physical. First off, the emotional benefits. Exercise will release endorphins in your brain, which are little chemicals that send the signals that you're happy, and it'll put you in a better mood. This takes about 10 to 30 minutes of exercise a day. People who stopped exercising regularly will begin to see constant signs of depression and anxiety within a few weeks of cutting exercise out of their schedule. As well as making you feel better, exercise can also improve your quality of sleep. While exercising, you will lose energy, and this energy will need to be made back up somehow. Exercising also makes your body temperature increase. Once you're done exercising, your body temperature will decrease, and that will make you more tired. Lower body temperature in humans can promote better sleep. Now, for the physical benefits, it is good for your muscles and your bones. Impact exercises, such as running, can improve bone density, which will make them stronger and less susceptible to breaks or fractures, and later on in life, as you get older, diseases that will make your bones a lot more brittle, such as osteoporosis. As you age, you will lose muscle mass. Depending on how you exercise, it can maintain your muscle mass and even help you build it to get stronger. Exercise also, it will improve your cardiovascular system. This includes your heart and your lungs. Your heart will get more efficient at pumping blood the more you exercise. So if you were to try to run a mile right off the bat, never having exercised before, your heart will not be as good as pumping blood throughout your whole body as it would be if you ran like a quarter of a mile every so often until you built up your stamina to run a full mile without stopping. This also goes for your lungs. Your lungs will eventually get used to the pressure that running a mile will take, and it'll be a lot easier for you to breathe efficiently as you run. Exercising can also help reduce pain. A great example of this is physical therapy. If you did something like break a bone in your foot or in your ankle or in your knee, or like tear your ACL, doctors will use physical therapy to help build that strength back up in whether it be your bone or your muscle. This is so you don't end up injuring yourself later on down the line. If you broke something or tore something and went right back into exercising, there could be a lot more damage to the bone or the muscle than there would be if you did physical therapy and tried to help regain some of that strength. Exercising will also help you lose or maintain weight. Harvard Health talks about a lot of different types of exercises and says that there are 4 main types of exercises. The first type is aerobic exercise. This is the most common and it is the most beneficial to your overall bodily health. This includes things like walking, swimming, running, dancing, and even just riding a bike. Strength exercise. This can improve your health and it will focus more on like your muscle strength. So like weighted squats, just general weightlifting, or even just body weight exercises. Stretching focuses more on your flexibility and can help prevent damage to muscles. This is so you don't go like straight into a run or straight into weightlifting and your muscles are tight and wound up And the second you do a squat or like a minute into your run, your muscles don't begin to hurt. If you do that too often, you could really, really damage your muscles. This will stretch them out so that they're loose and ready to go, and you'll feel perfectly fine before and during and after your exercise. Balance exercise helps us feel a lot steadier on our feet. So while you're running, you're not leaning side to side, or you don't end up tripping and falling. If you're doing weighted squats, you're not leaning back on your feet and then you end up falling backwards or you fall forwards, and you can really, really injure yourself doing that. Those are the 4 main types of exercises. There are many reasons why people might want to exercise, whether they want to reach a certain weight, maintain their weight, lift a certain weight, or just do it so they feel happier and more relaxed, or just healthier. Exercise is something that everybody should partake in several times a week.